Welcome to another piano lesson. I'm Dan Brown. Today you're going to learn how to play the shuffle. It's also sometimes called two-fisted piano. This is a style that's high energy and just really fun to play. I'm going to walk you through it and tell you everything you need to know. So if you're ready, head on over to your piano. We're going to get started right now. That's a demonstration of three ways that you can play this style. You can see that I've got the circle of chords up there for the key of G. We don't really need it today except to look at that G at the top and know that we're in the key of G. We're not going to use the D and we're not going to use the C. We'll come back to those other chords later on in a different lesson. In the left hand, you're playing a fifth. We get that from the major scale, and we're playing a fifth and a sixth over and over, and we're just bouncing them. That's it. That's actually the pattern twice right there. If you've been doing the trails like this, then you already have the fingering pretty much. It's the difference is instead of breaking it up like you do in trails, you're playing these together. I think this is almost easier to do. So here's what you're going to do. Play two of these. Let me hold that down so you can grab it. Guys, if you don't have your hands on the keys yet, let's go ahead and get your left hand on there. Play two of those, and then watch. Your D is going to go from here to here. So two of those. That's it. And this is that's nice and slow so you can see it. The beautiful thing about this style is that you can play it really fast and you can play it really slow, and that's what you're going to need to do while you're learning. You're going to need to play this slow. In your right hand is really where I'm just going to show you three ways that you can get started with this. The first way is this third right here. This is your G chord right here. Just let your G off, and you got these two notes right here. We call that a third. Again, and that's based on the major scale, just counting those notes. And you're going to just play this, and then you're going to shift to here. That's really if we looked at it by itself, we'd probably call it a C chord, but you're just moving back and forth. Right now I'm using my pointer finger and my ring finger, and then when I want to grab this, my other two, and you can see these guys are waiting, like they're waiting to take their turn, but I'm using the middle finger and the pinky here. So start right now, guys. Start doing that right now. Go ahead and lay your two fingers over here. It can be any fingers you want as long as it's not your thumb. Later on, your thumb is going to need to be available. Let's do this together. Ready? I'll play it and then you play it. So play that. Play that. Now we're going to go back, and I'm just going to move it back and forth. The problem with me doing that is that if you're just learning this, that's probably going to be too fast. That's the first way you can do that. The other way, and this is probably the way that most people who know how to do this learned it, you just take a G, so you play G in the root position, and then you play this C, and your fingers should just lay right down and grab this. So you're going back and forth between the G and the C. Let's do that together. Play your G. Leave your thumb where it is, and just these two fingers here are going to move from here to here, and you're going to add that G note to them, which you had here. Let me demonstrate how this will sound like. Notice at the end I kind of cut that short instead of, well, maybe I cut it short there too. I'm just used to cutting it short. You can do that. It just gives it a kind of a bounce. Like that. The other way you can do it, the third way, is this. And so you're just taking those two chords that we just did, the G and the C, and you're breaking them up like this. Now you don't stay there very long. You break the G chord one time and then you move. Watch. There's the C. So you only play one each time and the G just stays on like that. And you know, guys, if you never learned any of the real fast, rolling, dissonant kinds of things that go with this, this would be enough for you right here. It would be enough for you to sing. It would be enough for you to accompany someone. It would be enough for you to play in a band. And you can do this in any key. Just remember there's 12 keys. We're in the key of G, but you can do this in any key. And I have to tell you this, no matter what your right hand ends up doing, just remember that your left hand is the stable one. You know, you may have people or things, you know, in your life that are like really stable and just really reliable that you can count on, like your old truck, or you know, something that you just know it's going to be there for you. That's how this left hand is. Because in this style, the right hand is going to be, it's going to be able to do all kinds of stuff and move in and out and all around, and all the time your good old left hand is just right there chugging away. When you put this together, just take your time and put it together slowly. The coordination will take time, and just, you know, do a little bit every day, and before you know it, you're going to have this. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Just remember to be patient with yourself and give your music time to grow. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you back real soon. Bye-bye.